You still have the kid, or did you drown him?
Oh, we still have him.
Are he and Norman asleep?
You must be joking. They're already out on the lake antagonizing the fish. Did you have Bill, or did you drown him?
Still got him, Norman. He's not with me. He had to get back to the coast. He had a mouth that needed looking into.
Well, you must have left Boston at the crack of dawn.
I left Boston in the middle of the night. I just felt like driving, I guess. I didn't feel like getting lost. It just sort of turned out that way.
Well, if you came more often, you wouldn't get lost.
Ouch. Well, if I promise to come more often, will you give me a cup of coffee?
Yes. All right, I can do that. Oh, you must have had a lovely time in Europe. You look wonderful, dear.
I do? I do? I did. I had a wonderful time.
I always thought that Norman and I should travel, but we never got around to it. You see the boys?
I see them, but what are they doing? It's starting to rain, you know.
I know. I told Norman not to go. The loons were calling for it all night.
But, oh, Mommy, you've had that robe for as long as I can remember.
Yes, I suppose so. You're in a very huggy mood. What's the matter?
You seem different.
You mean old?
I don't know.
Well, that's what happens if you live long enough. You become old. It's one of the disadvantages of living a long time. I still prefer the alternative. Come and sit down. You must be exhausted.
How are Norman and Billy? Have they gotten along all right?
Billy is the happiest thing that's happened to Norman since Roosevelt. I should have rented him a 13-year-old boy years ago.
You could have traded me in. You know, Billy reminds me of myself out there way back when. Only I think he makes a better son than I did.
You made a very nice daughter, dear.
Does he put the worms on the hooks by himself?
I'm not really sure.
Because you lose points if you throw up. I remember that one. I always apologize to those poor worms before I impaled them. But they'll get even with me someday, won't they?
You're beginning to sound a lot like your father.
Thank you so much for taking care of Billy.
Thank you, dear. It gives us an additional chance to see you. Besides, it's been a tremendous education. Norman's vocabulary will never be the same.
Look at this. Chelsea on the swim team. Wasn't that an exercise in humiliation?
Oh, stop it. You were a good diver.
I wasn't a good diver. I was a good sport. I never could do a damn backflip.
Well, we were proud of you for trying.
Right. I'm sure everyone got a big splash out of Chelsea trying. Why do you think I put myself through all that anyway? It was just to please Norman, because he was a diver back in the 1800s.
Can't you be home for 5 minutes without getting started on the past?
It's just this house. It seems to set me off.
No, it shouldn't. It's a nice house.
You know, I'm a big shot everywhere else. Back in Los Angeles, I'm in charge. It's just that every time I walk through that door, I feel like the little fat girl again.
Come on, sit down here and tell me about your trip.
I don't want to sit down. Where were you all those years? You never once bailed me out.
I didn't know you needed bailing out.
Well, I did, okay?
Well, here we go again. You had a miserable childhood. Your father was overbearing. Your mother ignored you. What else is new? Don't you think everyone looks back on her childhood with a certain amount of bitterness or regret about something? You're a big girl, Chelsea. Aren't you tired of it all? You have this unpleasant chip on your shoulder, which is very unattractive. You only come home when I beg you to. And when you get here, all you can do is be disagreeable about the past. Life marches on, Chelsea.
Life marches on. Life marches on, yeah, your life. In your perfect house, on your perfect lake. You have no idea what it's like. You're reminded of how worthless you are every time that old son of a bitch crosses your path.
That old son of a bitch happens to be my husband. I'm sorry, Chelsea. I'm sorry he's not always kind. It's not always easy for me either, you know. You're such a nice person. Can't you think of something nice to say?
No, Yes. I got married in Brussels. I married Bill.
Did what?
I married Bill in Brussels.
It doesn't count in this country.
I'm afraid so.
Oh, oh, that's wonderful, darling. Blessings on you and congratulations.
Thank you.
You have an odd way of building up to good news.
I know.
Bill seems very nice.
He's better than nice. He's an adult. I thought I'd try an adult marriage this time around.
Will Billy live with you?
Yes, that's part of the reason why Bill had to get back to the coast. He's going to murder his ex-wife. She doesn't want the kid anyway.
Do you?
Of course I do.
I'm so pleased.
You know, there's nothing to it really, because, well, I thought about something. I'm twice as old as you were when you married Norman. Think that means anything?
Well, I hope it means that Bill will be half as much trouble.
I wonder what Norman will think about this.
Oh, he'll be thrilled. He'll
Yeah,
be
I'll-
so happy.
I'll bet.
Look, all he wants is for you to be happy.
You know, you could have fooled me.
Oh, when, in God's name, are you going to put a stop to this?
I don't know, Mommy. Maybe someday we can try and be friends, but
Oh, Chelsea. Norman is 80 years old. He has heart palpitations and trouble remembering things. Just when exactly do you expect this friendship to begin? Oh, Norman, Thayer, you are soaking wet.
Yeah, I know, it's raining. Damn loons are having a good laugh. Oh. Well, look at you.
hello.
I thought you weren't coming till the 15th.
Today's the 15th.
Huh?
Great, so, what have you done with Bill?
Oh, he's swimming home.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Guess
here.
what? It's raining!
Help her with this thing. Ew. I'll take this.
Okay.
I swear, you two need constant supervision.
Hey, look at you.
Hey, kiddo. Oh,
How you
Ew. I'm not too shabby.
doing? Where's the dentist?
Oh, he went ahead. He said I would call you later tonight.
Young man, I'd like you to go deposit yourself in a warm shower. Chelsea has some news, but you can't hear it until you're dry.
What news?
Chelsea, you should have seen the size of the bass that I caught today. Must have been at least 5 pounds easy. Yeah, but then I saw the depressed look on Norman's face. So I decided to let it go.
Will you two be alone all right together? I think you probably have a few things to talk about.
Oh, sure, we can talk about how the little guy gets in the shower while I stand here getting pneumonia.
Oh, you're a tough old buzzard, aren't you?
A tough old buzzard, huh?